County School Board to order. We'll start with our mission statement. Above all else, we are committed to the creation of a safe and understanding environment for all students and staff while providing a world-class education. We will open with the invocation and pledge by our superintendent.
If you all will, let's please pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thanks for allowing us all to be here tonight. Thanks for allowing us to be blessed to get to see these fine young men and women from our band, our chorus, our drama, and our fine arts programs come up tonight and get the rewards they deserve, and also get to hear one of them perform. God bless us all that we make decisions to best interest of all these children and all this faculty and staff that we have. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
If you all please pledge, stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, my all-state choir, come on up.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And that's just a sample of the talent that we will be recognizing tonight. Let's give the young people from Fort Wright another round of applause. Thank you so much. At this time, we will entertain a motion to close and adopt our agenda. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. We want to welcome any visitor who would, and invite a public. Let's start again. We'd like to welcome any visitors who would like to make a public comment or concern about any of our action items. We only have one, and that's our personnel item. Anyone would like to address that? If not, I will entertain a motion to close and adopt the agenda.
Madam Chair, I also move with the addendums.
Second.
It's been closed and moved and properly second that we close and adopt the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. The motion is carried. We will start with our presentations. We will want to recognize our performing arts programs, and we will start with our band.
And me and Smith go there when they go. We got it. We got it.
Tonight, we'd like to recognize those who made the North Florida Honor Band and the All-State Honors Bands. First of all, the North Florida Honor Band is an audition-only band made up of the top middle and high school band students in the surrounding area. Every December, the top band students in Baker, Bradford, Columbia, Gilchrist, Suwannee, and Union counties submit their auditions, which are evaluated by a panel of experts. Only the top students are selected to be a part of these two bands, which work together for 3 days and give a concert at the end of January. To be selected for the North Florida Honor Band is a huge honor. This year, Columbia County represented very well, making up 25% of the selected students of the high school honor band. These were the students that were selected. First, from Fort White.
All right, from Fort White Middle School. When you hear your name, you can just come forward and stand in the front in the middle. We'd like to get a picture with each of the individual band members. Starting with Ethan Borkart. He's not here tonight. Stephen Battles. Jackson Bailey. Wait up there for a picture. Lillian Reed. And Tucker Ayers. No, Tucker on that. And I can also tell you the chair or the ranking that they got in the band. Ethan got third chair trumpet, Stephen got second chair trumpet, Jackson Bailey got second chair percussion, Lily Reed got first chair alto sax, and Tucker got first chair trumpet. All right, we'll get a picture with them and then I'll announce my high schoolers. All right, and from the high school, we had Kinsey Medeiros, third chair percussion. Aurora Sykes, fourth chair trumpet. Addison Mosley, third chair alto saxophone. Anna Grace Ayers, second chair bass clarinet. Ashlyn Salg, second chair trombone. Dalen Cooper, second chair tuba. Caleb Chestnut, first chair baritone saxophone. And lastly, Jacob Ayers, first chair tenor saxophone. And lastly, she's not here tonight, but I want to recognize my All-State Honor Band member that was accepted, which was Aurora Sykes on trumpet. So.
From Columbia High School, we have Alicia Del Castillo, fourth chair flute. Cassidy Populin, seventh chair clarinet. Cece Cabrera, ninth chair clarinet. Aaliyah Rogers, 10th chair clarinet. Layla Strebel, 11th chair clarinet. Caleb Rogers, 1st chair alto sax. Kyler Keithley, 3rd chair French horn. Isaiah Bell, 6th chair French horn. Avery Nelson, 4th chair trombone. All right now. And Stephen Bell, 1st chair percussion. Columbia High School would also like to recognize our selection for the All-State Honor Band. The All-State Honor Band selects one band student from each high school as a representative every year. These students gather from across the state to play together at a concert at the Florida Music Educators Convention in January in Tampa, Florida. There were 2 students represented tonight from Columbia County, one from Fort White, and from Columbia High School, Alicia Del Castillo. And I'm going to go a little off script. We don't have Mr. Cameron here tonight to recognize one of his students, but LCMS also had a student represented at the North Florida Honor Band, and that is Miss Lorelei Strebel. So we'll recognize her. Her sister got one, so she was here. I'm going to recognize her. Thank you.
All right. Hello, if you can hear me, my name is Bethany Harris. I am the Fort White High School Choir Director. I don't have a script or anything, but I would like to just tell you a little bit about what All-State Choir is. The Florida All-State Choir is a select group of students. We have students from our middle school treble choir here, and we have 3 different high school choirs represented. We have the SSAA choir, which is all females primarily, soprano and alto. We have the TTBB All-State Choir, which is high school, which is tenor bass, so primarily males. And then we have the concert choir also represented here, which is SATB, one of the higher levels to get into, and we don't have any in the reading choir, but that's even higher. They can opt out of that if they choose to. In order to get into these choirs, they have to complete a music theory examination and score a certain percentage, which is very high, very difficult to do. And they have to sight read by themselves in front of a panel of judges and get a certain number of measures correct. And if they pass both of those, they go on to a vocal quality examination where they sing, and they are anonymously judged based on their vocal quality on some pretty tough music. So this is a really cool honor that we have so many represented tonight. From Fort White Middle School in the Florida All-State Middle School Treble Choir, we have Madeline Wyrick. We also have Lillian Morrison. And Rhiannon Appleton. from the SSAA choir, these are also from Fort White High School. We have Sarah Hakey. And Adra Allen. And I also have students from Columbia High School. I'm not 100% sure which. Is Haley Cross here? Yes, which choir is it? SSAA? Oh, it's solo and ensemble. That's amazing. Okay. Being recognized for a solo and ensemble, what was your score? Superior? Amazing, Haley Cross. Come on up. That is the highest score that you can get at solo and ensemble, so that is phenomenal. Fantastic job. All right, and also from Columbia High School, I have Micah Williams as a part of the tenor bass choir. Lastly, we have one student who made it into the Florida All-State Concert Choir, and that is Juan Bustamante. From Fort White High School, I didn't say that.
Since Mr. Nelson said that, I have to thank you guys on the board for honoring our performing arts students in band, chorus, and theater today. Appreciate that. So I'm Crystal Free, and I'm the chorus and theater teacher and director at Columbia High School. And since Miss Bethany talked about choir, I'm here to talk to you about our actors. They're a great group. So International Thespian Society is a worldwide organization that has in the past included people like Tom Hanks, Madonna, Goldie Hawn, Dick Van Dyke, some pretty big names that have went on to do great things, but they started out in high school acting in plays. And I wanted to tell you about a few students that we have that have started that process, and who knows where they may end up. When we went to district competition, we chartered our Troop 2934 at Columbia High School in 2014 when I came to CHS as a teacher instead of a student. That was a long time ago. Dana remembers. Anyway, we were Troop 2934, and we started going to competition in 2014 for everything relating to theater, from acting to singing to dancing and choreography, lighting design, scenic design, makeup design, costume design and construction. So anything that you could think of relating to theater, there's a competition for it. And this year, when we left districts, we had 6 that will be moving on to state, and we'll be going to state during spring break in Tampa. So I know that not all of them are here, but let's see the ones that are. For solo musical, the ones that earned a superior and will be going on to state are Asher Watson. He's not here. Lily Chase is also not here. And Haley Cross. And then for acting, the ones that we have that are going on to state in monologues Armiley Truesdale. Stella Jennings. And Adam Gonzalez. You may have seen Adam in November as our Dracula. And you will see Stella coming up if you make it to Mean Girls, April 24th through 26th at Columbia High School as Regina George. Thank you.
We're gonna be dead in the morning.
We want to say congratulations to all our young people and also to the parents. We know you all are very proud, and we'll give you a few minutes to take your final bow for the board.
You just remind me to make sure you do the 12:01 when I'm gone. Good.
Next on our agenda, we have a Safe School Quarterly Update from Ms. Judy Tatum.
Good evening, members of the board.
Good evening.
Hope everyone is doing well. I'm here, thank you for allowing me just a few minutes to share some of the Safe Schools quarterly reports. As you know, it's new in our law this year, so here I am back again giving you the updates from the last time I talked to you. So currently we held a youth mental health first aid training on the 14th of February, and so that has put our numbers at about 85% of our staff and faculty that are trained, which is great, well exceeding our state compliance. So I really have to thank the principals for supporting that. They have really helped us target the teachers that needed it and given them the support to do that. So without them, it would have been a little more difficult. So they have done a great job in helping us with that. We are tracking for school-based Baker Acts. We are tracking a little bit higher this year. This time last year, we were at 28, and now we are at 31. So we are talking about that, looking at some options for next year on what can we do to help our students make it. Some of them are just really struggling, and our Baker Acts are really done. They are evaluated through our SRDs and the mobile response team. So it's not what we decide to do, it's what we have recognized that they are struggling, and then we bring in the professionals to do the evaluations. But we're trying to look at some options to see what can we do to prevent those struggles and how can we help eliminate some of those before it gets to the dire straits. So hopefully we'll find some programs that we can start working on that. Currently, our mental health referrals are about 200. We struggle with those, I'll be honest. When there's a crisis, the parents are all about it. And then when the crisis is over, it's getting really difficult to get the paperwork turned in and so forth. And so we do struggle with that, trying to get the rest of the story completed and get them into counseling. So we work hard at that, and we're seeing some progress. We've got some new implementations this year, and so hopefully that's going to start paying off in the future. For threat management, so threat management is the process that when there's a student in crisis or there's a potential crisis, we have to meet as a team. We decide what that crisis is, we investigate what's going on, and then we try to look at some interventions that we can do as a school, as a district, to help that student overcome some of those crisis situations and see what will help them just be successful. So we've had 70 of those this year. Now, they are different levels. We have unsubstantiated, we have low, medium, and high. So out of those 70, we've had 6 that have been high level. So the others have been on the lower end. And with each one of those comes a process. So we have to determine if it's high. There's 365 days of a process that we have to follow with that kid once they hit that mark. So we monitor them, parents are monitoring them, our SRDs help us with that. So it is truly a district and team effort once those children reach that level. Because we want to ensure our school safety, but we also want to ensure their own safety as well. Lastly, just some of the safe schools things that we're involved in. So the drills have all been up to date. They've all been completed. The Safe Schools Office has done our compliance checks. We have 3 schools left for the year to do our compliance checks. There has not been any compliance deficiencies. What we have opened up and found is some more exemptions that are needed. But most of those are interior doors that are in the, inside the building where students need to use those doors to use ingress and egress for. And so they are still within a secure area. DOE was here on site. They've been to 4 of our schools. They also found no compliance issues. And so we're excited about that because it is nerve-wracking when they're here because they're always, you always find a door open or a this open, and lately it's been really great. Our teachers, our staff, everybody has just been so supportive and so conscientious about what safety means for our district. Also, our administration, I can't tell you enough. So if you see them, congratulate them, tell them thank you. I do appreciate their support. I appreciate your support in everything that we do for Safe Schools because it's not taken lightly, and without your support, it would be different. And so I do appreciate your support. I know that your principals and your administration does everything to be recognized in that they care, and they really, truly do. So with that, I will answer questions. Just remember, some of this is not easy to go into detail, so I'll be happy to answer what I can, and then if there's specific details, then you can always call me, email me, and I'll do my best.
I have a question for you, Ms. Tatum. You mentioned the referrals. You said about 200, and you said that rounding them off, completing them, you have some challenges with that.
We do.
Now, is that because of response from home or other counselors, or no, it's just
It's mostly
getting the
getting
paperwork back? Okay.
paperwork, phone calls answered, because we can't do anything without the parent permission.
Right, okay.
So that's mainly what we're having a really tough time tracking.
Mr.
So I just have a couple questions. You made the comment about the training. Okay. Now, is that out of your office or is that from the state?
So both. So we
Okay.
have 5 trainers here in the district, but NEFECT has been really great. They also train trainers. So we have brought them in because they actually will pay the stipends if it's not on a work day.
Okay, and so is that something that that other 15% you said we have left, that you have to work with them about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we have a few more trainings scheduled, and so we'll hopefully get those other 15%.
Perfect. That's all I have.
Mr. Hudson.
Thank you. You said you were thanking us for our support. Is there anything that we could do to make it better? What could we do at this point?
Oh, goodness. I just appreciate you being a listening ear and asking questions and wanting to know, and, I just appreciate you caring. I think our district, our staff, everybody just really does care, and we want to do what is best. None of us are setting out to do anything that would harm a child. We want to do what we do to the best of our abilities. And I think a teamwork is how we get that completed. So I appreciate it.
Well, on behalf of this board, Ms. Tatum, we do appreciate all that you do. We realize that if the children are not safe, they can't be educated, and your role is vital. We also realize the faculty and staff working with you, as well as our administrators. We just appreciate all that you all are doing to ensure the safety of our children. So please pass that on.
I sure will.
Whenever you have that opportunity.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our next presentation will be our monthly financial report for January 2025 from Ms. Laxton.
Hello, everyone. I know you guys have the report, and of course, as we've discussed, the unassigned has gone down. It's now at 4.69%. Of course, that is based on January month end or year end, if you will. That is in comparison to 5.37%, which is what we ended at last fiscal year. And we do continue to think that it will go down some more as the rest of our raises and things are coming out in February and March. And another thing to note on that is our third calc still has not come out from DOE. So we still don't know exactly how impacted we will be from the October numbers, much less the February numbers. So as soon as I get that information, of course, it'll be obviously evident in the numbers. Hopefully we'll have it I guess in April. Hopefully I'll have it in March, but we won't have it till March. The March 11th meeting is the only one we have. So taxes were just slightly down percentage-wise on collection by 0.21% in comparison to last year. I don't have a big concern with that. I think that that's just kind of the way the ebbs and flows of how our tax collector and how the tax and the money is coming in. Half cent, we're continuing to stay right around that between 6.8 and 7 million that's staying at the district level. Again, just a reminder that, of course, we've got the $5 million that we have to pay each year for our COPS payment. And of course, as you all know, just as a reminder as well, that's only supposed to be used for construction technology and school safety. Electricity, we're up to prior year by 14,000 or 1.1%, and diesel is up to prior year, by 15,000 or 4.6%. Both of them are still under budget, though, so they're still favorable to the budget, so we should come in okay. That's all I have, unless you guys have questions.
And you said that the count for October, February has been?
So our FEFP that comes from from DOE has not come out with the actual dollars that reflect the FTE that we lost.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. So we just don't know.
Okay.
We have roundabout estimates, but we don't know, what DOE is actually going to, process through and see where the dollars actually land.
Okay.
So still waiting, and all the finance officers across the whole state are still waiting. So we're all anxious to see what happens, because I know a lot of the districts are facing the same student reduction as we are.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I got a question.
Oh, Mr. Hudson.
How does the interest income compare this year to last year?
As far as just the general fund interest income?
Well, total amount,
of
all
course,
categories.
we have the general fund interest income is going to stay fairly the same. It probably is going to start going down as we continue to reduce the cash out of our account. So, that's just how the ebbs and flows happen, with the funding. And of course, our construction project, that's separate. And of course, it will disappear as soon as we finish all the construction projects. So that's a one-time fund. Any other questions?
Anyone else? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
At this time, we are entertaining a motion for our action item personnel.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the personnel items on the regular agenda and the addendum.
Second.
Yeah, it's been moved and properly second that we accept the personnel items on the agenda as well as the addendum. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. The motion is carried. Do I hear a motion for the consent agenda?
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda as well as the items additionally on the addendum on the consent agenda.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the items on the agenda as well as the consent agenda as well as the addendum. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, the motion is carried. At this time, we'll start off for citizen comments. Any citizen comments? If not, we'll start with our school board members. Ms. Hill?
Thank you. Well, congratulations to all of our students for all of the awards that were earned. I think most of them have gone, but I just want to give the teachers a shout out and a big thank you to the district for continuing to fund the arts programs. I think it's so important that we provide these opportunities for our students. So it's really nice to see our students excel in all of these different areas of interest. Thank you to Ms. Tatum for that very informative information, and to Ms. Laxton. Again, thank you for that report. Oh, and I did see that our VPK program excelled again. I'm sure we'll recognize them at another board meeting, but I think Summers Principal, Mr. Cooper, is in the audience tonight. Please express our thanks to the teachers of that program. 2 years in a row. First time that's ever been done, I understand, for the top score. So congratulations to your school and to those teachers. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Peeler?
Yeah, phenomenal job by our students tonight. I know Ms. Giddens has a personal touch with the two at Fort White, but I think they did a phenomenal job. I know Mr. Harris and Miss Harris both have done great down there. Congratulations to those students. I think they do a wonderful job. I've seen a lot of them perform, and they just stay up the course. Ms. Laxton, thank you always. And Ms. Tatum, thank you. I love to hear that we have no deficiencies when they come and visit. When you visit, I know that our schools are safe. I know we have some awesome SRDs like back there. Yeah, look, yeah, he's going to gloat a little bit, but I know that it works here, and I'm very happy about that. Yes, Mr. Cooper, of course, please send our congratulations to Ms. McDonald and Ms. Rodriguez for the second year in a row. And like Ms. Hill said, it was the first time that any VPK program in the state of Florida had it twice. So that is phenomenal, and I do look forward to us recognizing them one day soon. So,
Thank you. Mr. Hudson?
I'm about to start coughing.
I'm sorry.
I'm catching it. Okay. Congratulations to all of our students. What a great job. They make us look good. They do. All over the place. Doing a great job. And to our staff, thank you, staff, and thank you to all of our staff for being here and the job that you do day in and day out. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hudson. And Ms. Giddens?
Thank you. I'll try not to cough. Sorry, Mr. Hudson. I'm so happy we're able to recognize the performing arts, different organizations at all the high school, middle school. As Mr. Peeler said, I do have a personal connection. Both of the Harrises are my niece and nephew, so I'm very proud of them. Crystal and I graduated from high school together, so I know her very well. And we just have some phenomenal performing arts programs throughout Columbia County. And that is be attributed to the teachers that teach those programs. They're you can tell, they're very excited about what they do. And the kids reflect their excitement and their involvement in their programs. And I'm very proud of that, both personally and as a board member. Also, Mr. Harris, the other Mr. Harris does the performing arts for Fort White High School. I don't know how you keep up with it, Mr. Jordan, but I guess you have the Harris group. So Deshae does a great job with the performing arts down there as well. Thank you, Ms. Tatum, for the update. it's all, you know, you're doing a great job there, and Miss Laxton. And I said, I think at the last board meeting, I was headed to a basketball game. We're headed to a basketball game tomorrow night because Fort White High School's in the Final Four. So hope y'all all be cheering them on. And as we go down there to cheer them on, hopefully to a victory to play in the state championship Friday night. So fingers crossed, everything's crossed. So just keep them because they've done a great job this year as well. And I think that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gibson. All right, Mr. Superintendent?
Thank you, Ms. Smith. By the way, I didn't say the prayer twice today, but you did start the school board meeting twice. No, just,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I want to say this to the principals and administrators. Robert, thank you for what you do at Summers every day. That's an honor, what you got going on there at VPK, but just what you do every day to make those kids be part of you, thank you. To the two administrators that are in here, well, the one's left, JJ, what y'all do, Mr. Jordan, what y'all do to make these kids in performing arts still come to school and still get involved in that, as hard as it is to be a student in today's world and give up the time, and for you guys to go to all the stuff in the afternoons, thank you for what you do. It's not easy. I know. I got to live it for a long time. And thank you for bringing those kids in here tonight so I can feel like I'm still part of kids. That's special to me. To everybody in here that shows up every time we have a school meeting, thank you. It's not easy. To that staff over there, we can't even run our doors without them. I don't even know where I'm at without them. So I thank them every morning. But to everybody in here that came today, thank you for what you're doing. Let's keep going. Thank y'all.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you. Thanks you to all our board members and your comments, and to each of you who are sitting in this audience. We really appreciate all of you. Our children, the performance that was given tonight, they couldn't do it without your efforts. All of us work together, but for them to reach the place where they are, they started at elementary, went to middle, and some of them received recognition at middle and on to high school. It takes all of us to make this thing work, and I do appreciate every one of you. And to Mr. Cooper, I know from personal experience that Summers is amazing for the recognition that they have received through our VPK program. That's just indication of the great things that are happening there. But all our schools are doing fantastic. They're doing amazing things, and that's why I'm so thankful to be a part of this system. For all the presentations, thank you so much. We can't say it enough. We might say it at each board member meeting, but we can't say it enough for all that you do. And now we know that every day you give 110%. And to keep our children safe and to educate them, and considering the system or the world that our children are coming up in, it takes special people. And we have to realize that it starts at home, but we are so thankful that we can send them to a school and they are safe. With all of that being said, thank you so much, and I hope you all have a good night. Meeting is